Hey everyone, Joe here. Well, I got some good news, and that's Tamron has officially announced their new 70 to 210mm f4 DIVC USD lens. Now, this is just kind of a news announcement for anybody that's trying to look for a review. This is not a review or anything. I just want to point out to all my viewers and stuff this new lens is out. Kind of go over a few of the features on this lens right quick. So let's hop over here to their website and take a look at the new lens. Okay, now this new model is going to be A034. It says a 70 to 210 millimeter with a constant aperture of f4, and it can stop all the way down to f32. Now this lens has a maximum magnification ratio of 1 to 3.1. Well, 1 to 3 is pretty good. Tamron claims it's the highest in its class. And it really should help you get some really good out of focus bokeh and stuff. Matter of fact, if you haven't seen my video on my 70 to 200 f2.8 lens that I got, do check it out because I have a lot of photos that actually took it f4. You can see the bokeh is still really good at 200mm when you're shooting at f4. So if anybody's looking to get this for a portrait lens, this could be a very good option for them, especially if the 70 to 200 f2.8 is outside your price range. Now this lens right here has quite a few features. Has dual microprocessing units. One works for actually handling the vibration control. The other one works for the focusing and everything. The lens outside element does have fluorine coating to really help with any kind of like dirt and dust. Keep from sticking on to it as much as possible. It does have internal focusing and stuff, so you don't have to worry about the lens zooming out or anything. Everything's done internally, which is really good because I really do like that, because not having to worry about the lens getting longer. When it opens and closes, it really breathes the air in and out, which could bring in a lot of dust. So things that focus internally are much less likely to ever get dust and stuff inside of them, and especially keep all that moisture out, which means a lot less mold and mildew and stuff to build up in your lens, especially if you're in humid environments. And of course, like I said, they have dust and moisture resistance construction, a lot of O-rings and stuff built into this one. And let's scroll down here. They got a few things. They do have 3 low dispersion elements in this one to really help keep things much more cleaner and clear. Let's see if I got a few features and stuff here. Now, in my last video, I didn't know what the filter thread was. I had an idea that might be around 67, but I didn't want to say for sure. But it does says here the filter thread is 67mm, which is going to be really good at helping keep the cost down on those filters if you want to get some. Like I said, even though it does have a fluorine coating, I personally would still recommend getting a fairly mid-range UV filter. Just not for UV protection, obviously, just for keep from scratching that front element in case you don't want to lug around a lens cap all the time. So yeah, something else we didn't know before, it does have 9 circular diaphragm blades, so that should give you some really nice smooth out of focus bokeh and stuff, which is what they do say you can get out of it. It comes with your lens hood, obviously, and the image stabilization is 4 stops. Now the one thing here, it can take a not tripod, but the little lens collar. However, it's not included, which I kind of wished it was. They say it's optional accessory, but it's light enough that you really won't need it. And Tamron's really focusing this lens, especially for those who are like to travel and stuff, like to carry a little bit lighter. This could be possibly a really good lens for them. Now, that said, I don't know how well this lens is going to perform yet. And I figure about the way Tamron's been going lately, it's going to perform fairly decent. May not be the best performer out there, but it can perform quite well. Now, I say that my 70 to 200 f2.8 from Tamron, the G2 lens, is freaking phenomenal. I really love that lens, and Tamron's really been knocking them out of the ballpark here lately. So I'm hoping this one turns out to be a really good performer. Now, the price range we didn't know in the last video I talked about, I guesstimated that probably $800-900, and Tamron does list it. It's listed here on B&H for pre-order for $799. So yeah, that sounds about right. And to be honest with you, that's a very competitive price point for these lenses. And they list the Nikon and the Tamron version here. If you're interested, you can check out B&H. I'm not associated with them. But however, when they do actually come up on the Amazon, I will be putting those on my Amazon store page. Links for it's down in the description below. So if you're an Amazon shopper and you don't like to shop in B&H, and you like to support the channel, when they actually come from pre-order on Amazon, I'll have them linked down, like I said, down in my Amazon store. Links for it's always down in the description below. Now, just one more bit of Tamron news before I finish up this video. There was rumored that a 28 to 75 millimeter lens was going to come out. However, Tamron is just announcing the development of that lens, and this is to be for Sony. And which I'm really happy to see, because Sony's cameras are very priced, very, very competitive. But their good quality lenses are outrageous. And I'm sure a lot of Sony shooters can agree. Now, Sony has some cheaper lenses, but they're crap. Sony's either got really good ones or they got really crappy ones. There's no in between. So Tamron's, like I said, is announcing one. They're going to come out a nice, standard focal range, 28 to 75. I'm really happy to see. I hope it performs really well. And I hope it's priced accordingly as well, because me personally, I have no qualms about going to Sony. I'd rather stick with Canon, but if I did, at one point I was actually considering it, but the reason I never did actually try to make that jump was because I didn't like their lenses, and their good lenses were overpriced. So if there was more of these Tamron options at the time, I might have changed my mind. So I'm glad to see Tamron is actually focusing in on trying to make some Sony lenses as well. But anyway, that's it for this video, everyone. Like I said, if you're interested in the lens and anything, when it does come for pre-order on Amazon, I'll have it listed in Amazon store. And if you like this video, how about giving me a thumbs up? Thumbs up's always highly appreciated. If you're not a subscriber to my channel yet, please take the time to subscribe. Subscribing is free. It's for you. Let you know when I release more videos. Like I said, on the way out, do check out my Amazon store and links for the description below, as well as my Spreadshirt store, where you can find cool shirts and t-shirts that I make centered around photography and everything. So I hope to see everybody in the next video.